Let's start our week with a celebration 202 years in the making and end with some Zen. In between, you'll find the best drinks of the future, love at first sight, ancestral tattoos, and mysterious escape games. Let Bulgarian opera singers blow your mind, link Picasso to prehistory, discover the world without man, and so much more. This week's edition of Don't Miss This covers the week of Sunday, February 5th through Saturday, February 11th, 2023. There's no doubt that one of the most influential characters in French history, love him or not, is Napoleon Bonaparte. 2 years ago, we celebrated the bicentenary of his death with a festival dedicated to his life. Now, on the 202nd anniversary of his death, we're back with the second edition. So, what exactly is a Napoleon festival? Well, it's a blend of film screenings, conferences, and even an awards ceremony, all centered around France's first self-declared emperor. Which, let's be honest, he would have loved. This festival will take place over the course of 2 Sundays, with a lecture on Napoleon and the Jews, a Napoleon and the opera with a lecture on Napoleon and the Jews, a Napoleon and the Opera Conference, and the presentation of the Napoleon Prize to Serge Lama, followed by an exclusive interview on February 5th, and a screening of the restored film Adieu Bonaparte, a lecture on Napoleon, Egypt, and Jennifer, just slow down. I wish I could see better. And a screening of the restored film Adieu Bonaparte, a lecture on Napoleon, Egypt, and Islam, and an award ceremony on February 12th. The Festival Napoleon will be at Le Club de l'Étoile Cinema on Sundays, February 5th and 12th. More information, including ticketing and programming, can be found at festivalnapoleon.com. Can be found at festivalnapoleon.com. How would you like to know the drink of the future? At last year's Paris Cocktail Week, the Liquid Agency, the people behind the event, asked the question, what will be the drink of 2023? That research has uncovered 8 fundamental trends and 100 bottles that they claim will change the future of mixology. For 1 week, you can taste everything and learn what's to come at the Bar des Innovations at Drinks & Company. Among their discoveries are, quote, functional drinks, which are non-alcoholic drinks that taste the same and create the same effect as their alcoholic counterparts, without the actual booze. This means that you can get the calming, exciting, euphoric feeling without tomorrow's This means you can get that calming, exciting, euphoric feeling without tomorrow's hangover. You'll also find tech-boosted drinks, cognac aged in, gasp, rum barrels, and drinks like whiskey and rye that come from ultra-local plots, like corn indigenous to Oaxaca. The Bar des Innovations will be at Drinks & Company from Monday, February 6th through Saturday the 11th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and each 45-minute session is €25. For more information, including ticketing, please visit my.weezevent.com/bar-d-innovation. That's my.devent-inos. So the Napoleon Festival isn't the only festival you have to look forward to this week. Over at Maison de la Radio et de la Musique, it's time for Festival Présence, a music creation festival which will take a deep dive into the musical universe of Eun Sak-jin, the famous South Korean classical music composer. During this festival, you'll not only have the chance to discover Eun Sak's work, but other composers as well. In total, there will be 10 concerts featuring 30 composers, in addition to the illustrious Eun Sak-jin. Festival Présence will be at the Maison de la Radio et de la Musique from Tuesday, February 7th through Sunday, February 12th, and more information, including the full program, can be found at maisondelaradio-et-de-la-musique.fr. That's maisondelaradio-et-de-la-musique.fr. The very same day that festival begins, a new exhibit opens at the Musée Quai Branly. Sacre et les Arts, Reinventer l'Universel, or Sanger and the Arts, Reimagining Universalism. An exhibit that is described as a, quote, portrait of the writer, poet, and statesman Léopold Sédar Senghor through his cultural policy in the aftermath of Senegal's independence, end quote. Léopold was an important figure in French and Senegalese culture throughout the 20th century. He was a French minister and deputy, a member of the French Academy, the first president of the Republic of Senegal, a poet, a writer, and defender of culture and Black heritage. In fact, he is one of the great figures of decolonization in France and pioneered the Négritude movement, which was an anti-colonial political and literary movement founded by a group of African and Caribbean students in Paris in the 1930s who sought to reclaim the value of Blackness and African culture. In this exhibit, you'll get to know Léopold through various period documents and artwork, to learn more about his achievements as an artist, as well as the political and diplomatic decisions he made during his career. Sanger et les Arts, Reinventer l'Universel will be at the Musée Quai Branly from Tuesday, February 7th through November 19th, and more information can be found at quaibranly.fr. That's QUAIBRANLY.fr. It can be fascinating to draw a line from an artist to his or her influences. Just take a look at the Rêve d'Égypte exhibit at the Rodin Museum. And by the way, you can take a virtual tour of this exhibit with me over on Patreon. Beginning on Wednesday, February 8th, you can draw a similar line between Pablo Picasso and prehistory with Picasso et la préhistoire. Picasso et la préhistoire at the Musée de l'Homme. On the 50th anniversary of Picasso's death, the Musée de l'Homme has decided to delve into one of his passions, prehistoric art, whose influence permeated his work during the time between the two world wars. In this exhibit, you'll find 40 pieces, including sculptures, engravings, paintings, and drawings that show Picasso's increasing admiration for prehistoric art as he studied these ancient artifacts. Picasso et la préhistoire will be at the Musée de l'Homme from Wednesday, February 8th through June 12th, and more information can be found at museedelhomme.fr. That's museedelhomme.fr. As we work our way through this winter and historic weeks without one moment of sunlight on record, it's hard not to think about climate change and its effects on us and nature. The new exhibit, Avant l'orage, or Before the Storm, in the Pinault collection, will showcase 15 artists who will invent their own unstable ecosystems depicting new seasons in the Bourse de Commerce. You'll be taken on a journey from shadow to light, sun and rain, through all sorts of installations, some iconic and known, and others being exhibited for the very first time. For example, the iron, glass, stone, and concrete rotunda will be transformed into a sort of greenhouse with a series of fugitive and contradictory temporalities by Danvaux. Hitchambarada will show us the beauty of a world without us, while Diana Thader will show us an irradiated landscape, an apocalyptic theater, in her piece, Chernobyl. Still others will follow the actions and gestures of a monkey as it wanders through an abandoned town on the outskirts of Fukushima, or create a universe of tiny metal landscapes to depict plant cocoons that give birth to robotic insects, blurring the boundary between the natural and the artificial. Avant l'orage will be at the Bourse de Commerce from Wednesday, February 8th through September 11th, and more information can be found at pinaultcollection.com. That's PINAULTCOLLECTION.com. You've had a look at life before the storm. Now let's look at all the good that can come after. This year, 1001 orchidées or 1001 Orchids celebrates its 10th anniversary. In honor of this illustrious anniversary, this year's exhibit will feature 700 plants following two different routes within the Grand Cercle of the Jardin des Plantes. You'll begin your floral immersion by passing through a shower of yellow orchids under a 3-meter wide flower arch. The first route of this exhibit was imagined by Stéphane Marais, host of the program Silence, sa poche, while the second route was designed by the museum's very own gardeners and botanists. In addition to the stunning orchids you'll find in the greenhouse, a new show entitled De la sexualité des épices, or Of the Sexuality of Spices, a show that is both humorous and educational, will be performed in the auditorium of the Grande Galerie de l'Évolution by artist Sophia Tillet. By artist Sophia Tillet. And a pop-up shop will also be on hand so you can take home your own favorite floral friend. 1001 Orchidées will be at the Grand Cercle of the Jardin des Plantes from Wednesday, February 8th through March 6th. The exhibit will run between 5 and 7 euros, and the show is between 11 and 15 euros, or you can do both for between 11 and 20 euros. For more information, including ticketing, please visit jardindesplantesdeparis.fr. That's JARDINDESPLANTESDEPARIS.fr. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in love at first sight? Well, let the new exhibit at the Goldstein-Sator Gallery convince you. They're bringing together 15 artists from 10 different countries for a true ode to romance, quote, in all its glory, its flavor, and its colors, end quote. This exhibit will feature the work of painters, photographers, erotic novelists, and masters of shibari, which is the art of Japanese bondage. Experience, quote, aspiration, desire, pain, excitement, relief, admiration, end quote, including a piece by Insane 51, which can be seen with red and blue 3D glasses. Love at First Sight will be at the Goldstein Sator Gallery from Thursday, February 9th through April 8th and is free to attend. The opening night vernissage will take place on Thursday, February 9th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and is also free to attend, but only upon registration. For more information, please visit goldsteinsatorgallery.com. That's GoldsteinSatortgallery.com. If you're my sister, or someone with her degree of nostalgia, you'll be thrilled to learn that a new Bisounours pop-up shop is opening in Galerie Lafayette. It's the 40th anniversary of the Bisounours, which is the adorable French way of saying Care Bears. And on this occasion, you can find exclusive products designed in collaboration with You can find exclusive products created in collaboration with the designer Jimmy Paul, as well as workshops and demonstrations for young and old. Head up to the third floor of the Coupule for workshops on bracelet and phone jewelry making, personalizing tote bags and temporary tattoos, among other surprises, every Saturday. And as if that weren't enough, a giant Care Bear mascot will be there every Wednesday and Saturday for you to Care Bear stare at. Have your photo taken with. The Bisounours pop-up shop will open in Galerie Lafayette from Thursday, February 9th through March 16th and is free to attend. For more information, please visit galerielafayette.com. That's GALERIELAFAYETTE.com. From Care Bears to Chanel, what could be a more natural transition? To finish up the À Revers fashion exhibit at the Galerie du 19e, the Gallery and Push will throw a 2-night extravaganza among the embroidered pieces themselves. First up, on Thursday, February 9th, artist Regina Demina will perform live from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Regina mixes installations, film, entertainment, and music into strange, sensual, and poetic performances. And on this evening, she will present Dream Core and debut her latest album, Hysteria, with scenography designed by Atelier Crafts. And then, on closing night, Saturday, February 11th, you can discover 3 contemporary performances. At 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m., enjoy poetry of La Dispute des Astres, or The Dispute of the Stars. At 3 p.m. and 5:30 p.m., enjoy Stormy Weather, a sound system embroidered on tinted velvet panels with voices that draw through polyphony, waves that move to the rhythm of the breaths, and côté à côté, beurre à beurre, or side by side, edge by edge. At 4 p.m., which will feature dancers in colorful handmade costumes on large fabric panels that create a living, moving painting. The closing festival of À Revers fashion exhibit will be at the Galerie du 19e on Thursday, February 9th from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. and on Saturday, February 11th from 2 to 6 p.m. and is free to attend upon reservation, and is intended for visitors over 16 years old. For more information, please visit le19m.fr. That's le19m.fr. If the upcoming exhibit at the Bourse du Commerce has piqued your interest in art that explores the link between man and nature, you may also be interested in the new exhibit Super Terram, or Above Ground in Latin, created by the Desperados Foundation for Urban Art at l'Espace Roder. In this exhibit, 11 international contemporary artists will create an immersive exhibit designed to awaken all your senses. The Supertaram exhibit symbolizes, symbolizes the deconstruction cycle. Oh, okay. The Supertaram exhibit symbolizes the deconstruction cycle. We are born, we live, we die. But what if art kept us immortal? Set in a 3,000 square meter formal industrial factory, and using organic materials like wood, earth, vegetation, and rock, these installations will have you wondering about the meaning of your own contemporary life, the loss of our link with nature, the ephemeral nature of being alive, the importance of memory, and so much more. Among the pieces, you'll find sculptures, paintings, visual and sound installations, and digital art. Supertaram will be at Espace Voltaire from Friday, February 10th through March 19th, and is free to attend. For more information, please visit foundationdesperados.com. That's foundationdesperados.com. If you're an opera lover, this next event is for you. On Friday, February 10th, world-renowned Bulgarian opera singer Raina Kalbavanska, who is considered the greatest soprano of Luciano Pavarotti's generation, will bring 4 of her opera students to Paris for one exceptional evening of arias and opera ensembles. Says Raina, who will herself be in attendance, quote, "The artist must have the courage to fight for his ideals. We cannot live without the play of fantasy, without the freedom of the imagination. We cannot be prisoners of reality." End quote. This concert, organized by the Bulgarian Cultural Institute in Paris, will take place on the prestigious Opera Bastille stage. Among the performers are Alexandrina Mihailova, and Bozidar Bazkilov, both scholarship holders of La Scala in Milan, Veronica Simeoni, who sings in the Metropolitan Opera in New York and Covent Garden in London, and young star Giuseppe Infantino. Serata Incanto will be at the Studio Bastille on Friday, February 10th at 7:30 p.m., and tickets range from 18 to 35 euros. More information can be found at ccbulgaria.com. You may have noticed a growing trend of tattooing or temporary tattooing here in Paris. Well, this weekend we'll see the very first festival celebrating the art of ancestral tattooing in our fair city. The Patutiki Kaku Tattoo Festival is the chance to immerse yourself in the culture of the Marquesas Islands. Marquesas? Is the chance to immerse yourself in the culture of the Marquesas Islands, which are a part of French Polynesia, through tattooing, dance, music, and arts and crafts. During this festival, you'll learn about the culture and heritage of the Marquesas Islands. The spotlight will be on ancestral tattooing with celebrated tattooist artists on hand, but you'll also find concerts, local crafts from wood, stone, and bone, papoy tastings, documentary screenings, dances like the haka, hakamanu, and maha'u, and conferences on Marquesan history, scientific research, and traditional art. Festival Patutiki Kaku will be at l'Espace Marais from Friday, February 10th through Sunday, February 12th, and a full day pass is 17 euros. For more information, please visit worldtattooevents.com. Okay, 3 more. Would you like to solve a mystery in a medieval dungeon? Well, now's your chance. Beginning on Saturday, February 11th, a new immersive game created by La Petite Main Theatre Company is coming to the Conciergerie. The Conciergerie has been used as a prison and a torture chamber where a great many people awaited their public beheadings. That's bound to leave a trace, no? For the past few months, unexplained events have been taking place in this Parisian landmark, and they're making visitors uncomfortable. This seems like a job for, well, you. You are, of course, an expert from the Extrasensory Investigations Agency, and your mentor has asked you to come and carry out an initial investigation. It would be detrimental if wind of these paranormal activities got out to the public, so you'll have to find the cause quickly and discreetly. Le Mystery Game will be at the Conciergerie on February 11th and 12th, and then again on March 11th and 12th, and reservations must be made online. For more information, and to go make those aforementioned reservations, please visit paris-conciergerie.fr. Would you like to add a little spice to your love life? Well, in honor of Valentine's Day, which is looming just around the corner, Maison Burla is organizing a cabaret night. Led by Mistress of Ceremonies Boppy Boops, you'll spend your evening with the most impressive burlesque artists, jugglers, singers, pole dancers, and drag queens as they perform multiple burlesque performances, towing the line between torrid and glamorous. Among the performance, you'll find Tara Jackson singing jazz, disco, and soul, Eva Wood, Walter Ego, Velvet Mon Coeur, Roma, Teresa Rugo, and Billy Von Burton performing drag and sensual burlesque stripteases. And if the show whets your appetite, you can dine on site while the show plays on around you. La Maison Burla, Amore Mio, will be at the Café de Paris on Saturday, February 11th, beginning at 8 p.m. and tickets are €15. For more information, please visit facebook.com. Let's end on a moment of Zen. Beginning this week, you can take yoga and guided meditation classes in the Jean-Jacques Henner Museum, one Saturday per month from now through May. That's right. You can take vinyasa yoga classes surrounded by incredible art, accompanied by Clarice Noni, art historian and yoga teacher. After class, Clarice will guide you through a meditation in front of one of the pieces of art that will help you see art in a completely new way. Yoga and guided meditation classes will be held at the Musée Jean-Jacques Henner one Saturday a month from February 11th through May 13th. Classes are €15 and last an hour. Yoga mats are not provided and you are encouraged to bring your own. For more information, please visit musee-henner.fr. That's musee-henner.fr.